Hello, hello. This is the Awful and Awesome Entertainment Wrap, episode 309. This is Rajyasree Sen.
And this is Abhinandan. Sekhri back after 3 weeks, maybe 4.
Yeah, maybe 4 weeks.
And missed you guys. I'm glad to be back. I'm so sorry I haven't been a regular host of Awful and Awesome. Like I had mentioned, there is a likelihood that I will be less frequent on this show, at least for the next couple of months. But your love has brought me back, even though I haven't watched much.
You're here like Malaika in a film.
The item number.
But she does a lot of work in that item number that you're not doing that much.
So I'm also 50. You got to see, there's a big
She's
difference.
also 50.
But Chaya was not at that age anyway. But she's
Now
but
also
yeah.
she does.
Yeah, but I'm not Malaika, dude. I can't be.
She goes to the gym.
I'm close to Arjun Kapoor.
But even now when she goes to the gym and all, the paps go with her.
Yeah, I don't know what Bombay people. Anyone walking with a phone becomes a pap. Arey, Malaika. It's basically you are just being a very shady and creepy voyeur. And because
and then you put
I'm
it
a
up.
reporter, I'm reporting for a website called whatever Bollywood Khabar. Please. It's just an excuse for any freak
to take videos.
So I would like to first tell all our viewers and listeners. Let me just read a couple of the letters and then we will get on to, we have lust stories. We have. I haven't
all
watched
the things
anything.
that you haven't.
I haven't watched anything.
The Night Manager, season 2. Then
season 1 also. I didn't even know that.
Then we have Vishal Bhardwaj's new web series, Charlie Chopra and the Mystery of Solang Valley.
I have watched a short film. It's an award-winning short film, horror short film, 7 minutes, called The Tunnel. So
out of choice.
Out of choice.
How you've grown up, Nico.
And this is what short films should be. It should not be like Jackie Shroff sitting having, what's the whiskey brand that makes the short films?
Royal Stag.
Which sends you a case. The Royal Stag short films should learn what a short. It doesn't have even one word of dialogue. Not one. 7.5 minutes.
Did you get... Okay, we'll discuss. The Tunnel, and you watched a long film also.
Till
6 months back, so the details might be a little shady, but the point is at least Abhinandan watched that.
But first, this is from Dilbag Singh. Dilbag says, A&A is not the same without Mr. Sekhri and Miss Sen. The banter and humor is unmatched. I'm afraid I might stop being a regular listener without the duo. Dilbag.
Itna.
But I have something to say on these mails, and I will just come to that. Dear listeners, you should know that June, our subscription revenue came down to about 28 lakh rupees for the month of June. Monthly, we spend about 60 lakh rupees. So that's a deficit of about 32 lakh. Now, as CEO, my job is to make sure this place is resourced so that our reporters are paid on time. These freelancers also paid on time, even though they're so ill-mannered and behave so badly. The electricity bill is paid on time. And as CEO, my primary job is to make sure the organization is resourced. Now, if our subscribers start dipping, I don't know whether everyone was out on June for holiday or what the reason is, but May, June were terrible numbers. So, I would love to do this show and I would like to watch stuff, but I have not watched anything, I'll be honest with you, which is why I'll come on this show and do what? I mean, I can come for my looks, but seriously, let's not be that shallow, you.
Katrina, you can be Katrina.
Katrina.
Your face will move.
But you guys got to get people to subscribe. We cannot have months that go up and then it comes down. There has to be a predictability, and that predictability cannot be ads. You see, there is the constant pressure of even within the organization saying, let's just start taking ads, because a lot of brands say, put our mug on the table when you present Nuisance, or when you do this, plug our stuff, put our banner. We don't do that. Which is why I haven't been able to come, and things are a bit of a struggle for the next couple of months. So, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your relatives, subscribe. I mean, we should have, in India, there are at least 1 million people who can easily pay for this. Yet, we have only, 15,000 paying subscribers. It should be in the hundreds of thousands. So, I mean, I'd love to do this show every day. But my primary job is to make sure this organization is resourced. And for that, traveling, meeting people, a bunch of stuff is happening, which is why. So you guys do your bit. I'll be here every week.
So Love Stories is, this is season 2 and it has 4 stories in it. One is Balki's, one is Konkona's film, one is Shujoy Ghosh's film, and another is Amit Sharma's. Of which the Balki one is the Balki, Shujoy Ghosh and the Amit Sharma ones are unwatchable. The Konkona one is, I thought it was above average, but I thought it was above average because it was with these 3 horrible films. If it was a standalone film, I'm not, the way everyone's raving about it, I don't think it's so fabulous. But the Balki film has, also they have a fabulous lineup of actors in this series. So Kajol is in the last one, which is the Amit Sharma one, which is called Til Chatta.
What does that mean?
It means a big cockroach.
Who told you?
I knew because
She asked me before this show started, what does Til Chatta mean? In fact, Til Chatta has also been used in a song with Gangs of Wasipur. Jangli Til Chatte ka ye.
I must have thought it means a rowdy.
Teri keh
Jangli
ke
rowdy.
lunga.
Like that. So the Amit Sharma one first, I'll say.
There is Made for Each Other, The Mirror, Sex with the Ex, and Til Chatta.
Yeah.
There are 4 basically.
So, and they have actors like Vijay Varma, who is excellent. He's today's answer to, say, KK and Irfan and all. I feel he's that good.
He's Tamanna Bhatia's boyfriend.
He is now Tamanna Bhatia's boyfriend. And there's Tamanna Bhatia, who's, I don't know whether she was a good actor, but she's very good looking. And there's Mukti Mohan, who's this dancer who you won't know. Jugal Hansraj is in this film.
Oh.
Only in video though. He said, I'm not going to come on set and do all this nonsense. Then there's Tarun Khanna, who I know because when I shifted to Bombay, he was seeing, maybe he's still married to her or something, he was seeing Anjala Zaveri. Do you remember
I don't know who
Anjala?
either of those 2 people
They
are.
were all
Who's Tarun
these.
Khanna?
I'll show you the picture. But Til Chatta has Kajol, Kumud Mishra, who is fabulous
Wow, what a
always.
cast.
And he acts so well. Kumud Mishra. Then Konkona's one has Tilottama and this thing, Amruta Subhash. Balki's has Mrunal, Neena Gupta and Angad Bedi. Now, Balki's film is, which was very difficult to get through, and I love Neena Gupta. Neena Gupta plays an old grandmother and her granddaughter is Mrunal Thakur. Sure?
This is Tarun Khanna.
No, why? The first picture you've got.
I googled Tarun Khanna and this came up.
Google Anjala Zaveri. Anjala Zaveri.
When you're looking for Tarun Khanna, Google Anjala Zaveri and Tarun Khanna. I'm just saying, I googled Tarun Khanna, that he was such a good look and this is what came up.
He was good looking. Like this, if I do and you do also, even if Saif does, he'll look odd, no? Saif is so good looking.
Doesn't have to. And so Tarun Khanna
No, he
played
was.
Balram. Okay.
In what?
In what he's looking like this in whatever he played Balram in.
But not in the original Ramayana.
Okay, there's another picture of Tarun Khanna.
Some bad picture. No, you're only getting Mithil. Look at that. That's him, the one on the top.
He specializes in
The top left is the one. So, I'm just happy that Tarun Khanna, 20 years after I met him and he was an upcoming actor in Bombay, he's still getting some roles, but he should not have taken this role, I feel. That's a different matter. So, Balki's film is about this old grandmother. Like she's this very religious grandmother and her granddaughter is getting married to...
I've seen this one, so I should...
you should say. What did you think about it?
It was very bad. It was contrived. It was not the whole idea of a short film. Is that there should be just the banter should be... It should not... It just went nowhere. It was unnecessarily too cute or too happy or too...
Provocative.
And it was very clear. It is trying to show that, a grandmother can talk about sex. Basically, I don't know what... It's trying to give a message. I'm not sure what that is, but it just doesn't work. I Googled Anjala Zaveri.
Now see? Now you recognize her now?
She was also in that film.
Say which is...
Teri Jawani Badi Mast Hai.
What is this film though?
This is with Salman Khan did a film for his brother in which तुम पर हम हैं अटके यारा
Sohail.
दिल भी मारे झटके
क्योंकि-
हो क्यों ही तुम हो हटके टडिंग टडिंग
So she's in that. Angela was launched. She's from London. She's not from India. I know these details.
she is the Angrage
She was Angrage when I met her.
Sorry,
She was
Angrage
Angrage.
Bollywood.
Yeah, so these are my days in Bombay were clearly full of very exciting people.
That's why you're now sitting here doing a podcast with me rather than being,
I
you know,
would, because I made
rather
fun of
than
Angela.
being
you
in
know.
the penthouse of
See?
whatever that Samudra Mahal, you know.
And the
trading
other person
stocks.
I told you, this I've said many times.
Baba
on offer.
Sehgal, yeah.
No. The only one which was good is Konkona Sen Sharma's, which she's directed it, called The Mirror, with Tilottama Shom, Amrita Subhash and Shrikant Yadav, where Tilottama Shom is this woman who is working in a ad agency or something to do with design it is. And she is living in Bombay, lovely apartment, not over the top kind of wake up sit kind of apartment. It's like what you would have a Bandra one bedroom, nicely done up apartment. And she comes home early from work and she realizes that her maid is having sex with a man who she doesn't know who that man is on her bed, on Tilottama's bed. And she calls up a friend says, you must sack her and all. But Tilottama realizes that she's enjoying, like there's voyeurism
Sexual
from
pleasure.
watching her maid have sex, and the maid sees her watching her and she also gets off on it because there's a power dynamic that happens. So there are
And
many.
I predicted when I was hearing the story that Tilottama then joins. So then I said it's not a porn
No,
film.
it's not a porn. It's a classy
But
film.
that's what happens in a porn film.
No,
Like,
this is not.
Stepmother stumble
Also,
upon.
And then the delivery guy will also come.
Delivery guy comes.
Everyone will come. No, this is not that. That's a different film that is there on Pornhub. You'll have to go. This is on Netflix. Pornflix, that's on. So, Pornflix is not a bad idea if anyone wants to register the name.
There are some Horlicks and Pornflix.
Pornflix and chill. And but so this film, very thing. Tilottama acts beautifully, but she can't not act well, I think. The power dynamic that is shown, that turning it over, that suddenly the maid has the power. Over this woman, that you are so dependent also on your help, because that comes in later, that because something happens and Tilottama takes a stand finally, or has to take a stand. But I just felt the way it's been made out to be this like revolutionary film.
Has it?
Yeah, it's the most fabulous as a standalone film.
But I
and
think
all.
that's a function of social media, because a lot of people then their thing is amplified. Oh my God, it's so brilliant! It is so this. And also, dude, in the current age, with Vivek Agnihotri and the Om Rawats,
anything decent
being the
seems
new intellectuals and cinematic, geniuses, fucking anything even halfway.
Yeah. So I felt if it wasn't part of Last Stories, it wouldn't be like, compared to the other three films, you're like, oh my, that Kajol film, you can't understand what Kajol is doing in this film. But the other thing I felt about it is that Konkona's ability to do these relationship kind of films, where Death in the Gunj, Geeli Pucchi, this, she definitely has this fabulous skill of
Geeli
being
Pucchi was in
with that Aditi Rao Hydari and her and Konkona.
They are friends from college, and then she's working in a
Mechanic,
factory, right?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
a fantastic film.
Yeah, so
even that was a part of an anthology, right?
So I think that was part of Last Stories only, or wasn't it? It was Ajib Das.
It was very good.
Yeah,
she's
very
a good
talented.
storyteller.
Yeah, but Angad Bedi is such a good-looking boy, man. He should not, like, you can't play cricket. I get it that it must be terrible for him. Like Bishan was such a great cricket player, but you can't act. So you mustn't act. He's in that first one. You saw him in. It just broke my heart because such a good-looking boy.
Arjun Rampal can't act, but he's made a career.
Arjun Rampal in comparison to Angad Bedi is Al Pacino.
Really?
I'm telling you. But please watch
Last Stories.
Last Story.
Please watch. After trashing it, please watch it. because Rajyasree has nothing but your waste of your time at heart. She loves it if she can waste other people's time. On that note, the rest of the podcast will be audio only. And I will be right now elaborating on why Punjabis are the wokest people on earth. And I realized this when someone sent me a video educating me on trans issues. I watched that video and at the end of the video I had my eureka moment. Dude, Punjabis had sorted this out long ago. Why or how? Listen to the audio version and figure it out. But please subscribe to News Laundry.
Yes.
So that I can do this show more often and I'm not just doing accounts and financing and etc. etc. So go to newslaundry.com, click on the subscribe button. It will be in the show notes below this. Tell your friends and family. 300 rupees a month is not that big a deal. You've seen what's happening in news around. Every news channel is running 4 minute ads of some political party or the other. Even NDTV is running long ads of Yogi Adityanath. News is done. It's been taken over by governments. The best chance is you pay for news, or then everybody has to depend on government handouts. We don't do that. So we'd rather shut down than do that.
Also, it's counterproductive to say that we'll stop subscribing if you're not hosting.
Yeah.
Then there'll be no show. What is this childish? Very childish. So please subscribe.
All right, Rajyasree Sen. Now let's go audio only. Lights off. The subscription model is something that keeps News Laundry afloat, but we need hundreds of thousands of people to completely transform the news ecosystem. So you pay for news, so it serves you. So click on the link with this video, subscribe to News Laundry and pay to keep news free. और गर्व से कहो, मेरे खर्च पर आजाद है खबरें.